You're now tuned into the Next2Flex podcast.
Streets talking about.
Yo, what up? Here we are, another episode, Next2Flex Sports Podcast. Here we go. We go around the room, start with the guys. Who the scumbags here today? Let's start it off. Go ahead, Josie.
All room.
Wow. I'm the first comeback. Okay.
Number one, original.
What's up? This is J.O., the Talk Your Shit podcast. Also, Next2Flex Sport podcast. I am the lifeblood of what we are doing right now. So I'm very important to this podcast. Yo, let's talk some sports tonight, boy. I'm ready.
Good, Kev.
What up? What up? It's Kev. You know, I got nothing. Let's talk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yo, this is your boy Bezel. Next2Flex Sports Podcast. I'm here.
All right, we had Super Bowl week, so let's get into it a little bit. I know y'all said y'all talked about it last week. I was absent, but we get a little more detailed into it. Who y'all picks for the Super Bowl?
See, I want to change my pick now. I picked San Fran. I picked 49ers.
He said he was absent like he was at school. He said,
right?
I was absent. You bring your note this week. You bring your note.
Yeah, I had an eye infection, man. I was looking out. My shit was,
You left that contact in too long? I told you about that shit, man.
We missed you, dog.
Like that. Huh?
Yeah.
We missed you, dog, on the pod. We did miss you. I ain't gonna lie. We missed you.
So we ain't gotta do all that. He did ask y'all picks though. He just
I know, right?
Yeah, who you pick?
He just said, "Well, y'all pick." I got all the emotional shit.
Yeah.
Who you pick,
I mean, the picks was cake. I went with Mahomes because I can't see him losing with a good defense. That's what it boils down to. I was wrong to pick against them. I had Buffalo beating them. I had Buffalo beating them in the playoffs only because it was at Buffalo, and I thought Josh Allen was due. I thought it was his time. But the way they're playing, I gotta. They've reached the New England Patriots type level. I gotta see them lose before I believe they're gonna lose. And Mahomes with a defense just seems unfair.
You know what I think is interesting? Like every game in the playoffs, that Miami game, that was like one of the coldest games ever.
Mm-hmm.
They had Buffalo in the snow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that was cold as hell.
Yep.
And then raining in Baltimore.
Yep.
So now you got the perfect Super Bowl weather. I mean, everybody know they're gonna try to run it down San Francisco throats because what Detroit was doing and everything. That double tight.
They've been susceptible to the run, yeah.
Yeah, and running out that double tight end shotgun, which looked crazy to me, running tosses out of a shotgun. I would think you easily stop that, but it was. I was reading something about how who's the coach of the Jets? Saleh.
Saleh.
Saleh, yeah.
Saleh, yeah. SALEH.
How Kansas City was killing. It's supposed to be just like San Francisco defense, and how they were killing them. So they think they're gonna have a lot of success, right? But I think that weather is gonna kind of balance it all out, man. I want to pick Mahomes, but I think it's gonna be a tight game. I'm gonna stay with KC on my pick, but I think it's gonna be a tight game. I think San Francisco is gonna really bring it to them.
Yeah, they're going.
Yeah. So, what's the keys to winning this game for San Francisco, Bazell?
I think it's gonna be the coaching. it's gonna be a chess match. You know what I mean? Two great coaches going at it. Both of them been there. And whoever execute the game playing the best. Because like, if you look at the Baltimore game, I think they were out coached. You see what I'm saying? And I really feel that he's not gonna do that with Shanny. I think Shanny he'll take your punch. Baltimore, they got punched, but they didn't know how to react. You know what I mean? I think Shanny would know how to adapt. You know what I mean? He been there. Well, Harbaugh been there too, but I'm just saying, I just think he know how to react to it. You know, so I think that boils down to the coaching, because you got two teams with two great defenses. You got arguably the best quarterback in the game right now on one side, but you got a hot quarterback on the other side. You know what I mean? Running back.
That game manager.
I mean, see, the thing is, I don't get. I refuse to call Purdy a game manager. I just won't call him that. I'm not saying he elite or nothing like that, but I think he's a little more than a game manager.
There's two options, man. Game changer, game manager. He's one of the two.
I mean, it could be fringe. Can't you be fringe?
On the fringe.
Yeah.
On the fringe.
On the fringe. On the fringe of
French? Hey, wait, nobody. Did you say French?
That's what
I didn't say French. No, I didn't say French. I said fringe.
Did you take that in high school? Did you take that in high school?
Yeah, 4 years of that shit.
Mm-hmm. But then everybody speaks Spanish. You know what I mean? They was like, yo, take French.
Oh, all y'all niggas took French? I took Spanish.
Yeah, I took Spanish.
I took French. But why you gotta pick French? Why you gotta pick French or Spanish? Why don't they teach Swahili or something?
Oh, Swahili, yeah.
I mean, that's more spoken than those languages. I'm just saying. You gotta pick something European.
We had options for I mean, we are off subject now, but I think we had options other than French and Spanish. I'm not sure Swahili was one of them, but we definitely had options at Oxon Hill for more than that.
Did y'all have Italian?
Italian was one of them. Yeah.
Still European.
Pretty sure.
All right, so everybody got all y'all got San Francisco, huh?
Nah.
I can't believe Kevin got off the machine. I can't
believe that.
I can explain why. I mean, I can explain why. So Mahomes with the defense is hard to pick against, right? But the keys to KC winning and the keys to Frisco winning are kind of the same, right? So Shanahan's going to try to keep the game out of Brock's hands. Like, they can try to keep the game manageable, play with a lead to where Brock don't have to make plays. Brock has proven he can make plays, but I'm pretty sure it's still not comfortable depending on Brock to make plays. So the keys to the 49ers winning is keeping the game in control. Like, don't let Mahomes get too big of a lead, maintain the ball and just be methodical like the machine is. KC's keys to winning is make the game, put the game in Brock's hands and force Brock to make plays. In the course of a game, like I disagree with what Beazell said about the coaching in the Ravens game. The coaching was fine. It's that the 2 or 3 plays that had to be made weren't made for whatever reason, whether it be an overthrown ball or a drop pass or whatever. But Ravens had a chance to move the ball in the second half. They adjusted in the second half and they was playing fine, but it came down to 2 or 3 plays. So to me, the Super Bowl is going to be the same way. So come down to 2 or 3 plays that I feel 49ers are not going to make for whatever reason. And that's going to be the course of the game, because I haven't seen KC not make those plays yet. Like, Mahomes plays perfect.
How many times did Baltimore rush in that last game? It was like 11 times, right?
It was a small amount of time, but KC took away the run. Like, it's one thing to keep
when he took off, Gus like ran for like 20 yards or something like that. Like,
if KC had 8 guys. KC had 8 guys in the box every single time, and they were playing from behind. So Ravens couldn't run the ball and take up time. The game plan dictated that you had to make some passes. I understand you wanted more runs, but KC had 8 in the box. And if you're down, 17-3 or whatever, you can't, you gotta play it by ear a little bit. So I understand the emphasis in saying that they should have ran more, but the game flow did not dictate a lot of running in that game. It really didn't, especially with 8 in the box.
I mean, well, in that game where I'm gonna bring it back to San Francisco is, I think they had a great game plan as far as they knew they couldn't go deep, so they fed they bread and butter and they dinked and dunked all the way down the field. You see what I'm saying? And it was like they just took what they could and just went down the field, took what they could, got a penalty, got them a first down. Grace of a penalty. They was on 3rd and 9. Got the grace of a penalty, got them the first down. I think San Francisco, it's no way you're going to have McCaffrey in that backfield and he only going to get that ball 3 or 4 times. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He's going to get that ball.
They're going to find a way to get it to him.
And if you get that run game going, if it's screens, whatever, however, I think they can beat them boys. Baltimore,
Ravens don't have a McCaffrey. Ravens don't have.
Yeah, they don't have it.
Well, let me say something. I think I was actually the reason I picked San Francisco is because a lot of what B said. Because if you look at it, first of all, the Chiefs haven't been good against the run this year. Really, they've been a hell of a pass rush, and they had a pass defense, but they have been like mediocre against the run. That's why they put 8 men in the box against Baltimore. But you can't do that against San Francisco because then Debo and them will eat you alive with explosive plays.
And that weather, man.
Yeah.
The weather's going to be good.
Right. You got
it's gonna be
harder
weather.
to throw in that weather.
I actually think that play, like you said, plays a part because now you don't have to worry about can you throw the ball in this weather or can you do this. Yeah, and then the stuff that they do well, screens and quick dumps to the explosive players, it actually plays against the pressure that Kansas City actually gets on the quarterback because you can't really get pressure if you always worried about a screen being thrown right behind you. You gotta hesitate. And they do a lot of that, and they do it well because you get it to Debo sometimes. I mean, it's going to the house, you know what I mean. But I think the explosive play is going to be real big, and I just think San Francisco going to get more on offense. I ain't saying they're going to get a lot, but I think they'll get more on offense than KC because I think the defense is kind of set up, sort of for KC. They don't really have receivers that are explosive, but they got linebackers and safeties that can.
Yeah.
I mean, that can cover Kelsey, but I mean,
no one can so far.
Nobody, but what I'm saying is they could bracket him or something like that because they don't have a whole lot of. They don't have anybody else really. Like I think
it's the same story every week.
Good enough to try to figure it
same
out.
Story
You're right. I'm just saying
they shouldn't be able to do it.
It shouldn't be able. Right. It shouldn't be able to. And I'm because of my pick. I'm hoping that they won't be able to. But we'll see. Because what I say last week, I said I believe, and I saw it somewhere. They said before that game, they said Mahomes was like 6-1 against the number one scoring defense in his career or something like that. Like for some reason, he finds a way, whether you have a good defense or not, to pick you apart. So
number one scoring defense.
Against the number one defense, he's 6-1.
Yeah, number one scoring defense. They said number one scoring defense. I don't know if it's total, but they said the number one scoring defense. He's gone up against them 7 times and won 6 of them, something like that.
And do you know why that stat though? Like real quick, let's dive into that stat a little bit. That stat's because like any good defense, I said this last week. Any good defense, their purpose is to force mistakes, right? Like that's what defense does. Mahomes don't make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like you don't matter how good no matter how good the defense is, how good the call is, someone's gonna be open always.
He's gonna find them.
He gonna find them.
And see, I think this year the only issue with this year is that the drops. So I think that's the difference this year.
Well, Kadarius ain't playing. Kadarius ain't playing, so it won't have a problem. Kadarius ain't playing, so it doesn't matter.
I'm just
You
saying,
still
like,
got Valdez.
because
He caught that one, but you still got Valdez. He dropped.
Valdez can
He's
drop one.
he's only good. He's only good in the fourth quarter
game.
on third down. So it's all MBS's fault.
But see, here's the thing with Baltimore, they're one of the most penalized teams it is, and I don't think San Francisco, and Kansas City, they played to that. They played that well. You feel what I'm saying? Baltimore was about to get them off the field 3 or 4 times. Pass interference call, undisciplined stuff. You feel what I'm saying?
Personal fouls.
You could blame the refs here, there, this, that, and the other, but at the end of the day, they're not disciplined. You know what I mean? Baltimore is an aggressive defense that's not really disciplined. They're one of the most penalized teams in the league. San Francisco's not that. San Francisco is not that. They're not as penalized as Baltimore is. So therefore, you take some of those penalties because San Francisco, 2 of their scores, they were supposed to come off the field. 2 of their scores, they were supposed to come off the field. They were 39. That pass interference call that really wasn't a pass interference took them down there. They got the touchdown. You see what I'm saying? So I just don't see San Francisco doing that. I don't see them. I think they're gonna play a little more discipline. You know what I mean? And that's gonna be the difference in the game.
So real quick about that.
I got San
real quick. Okay. So the Ravens were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th most penalized team. You know who number 12 is?
Who?
San Francisco.
49ers.
49. Well, okay. Well, listen.
KC
probably won't have a rep.
KC only 16, so they all in the same area. Like,
well, I just don't see like the penalties that the Ravens were getting, like the unnecessary roughness, all that the unnecessary roughness stuff and all that stuff. I don't see San Francisco getting that. You see what I'm saying? I don't see that.
I bet Chase you too.
Let me say this. Omar's right. I think
you might not be on the field.
In a game like last week, or a game like they was in last week with the rain and the cold weather, that plays a lot in penalties too, and especially pass interference and holding, because it's weather. So that weather might cut out some of the penalties too. Like, you know, I don't know. At least maybe okay. I don't know, but the weather is going to be a factor, I believe too. I like what Omar said about that, because it's going to be good. It's in the dome, right? It's in the dome, man.
Yeah, it's in the dome. In Vegas.
Yeah.
They can open that thing though, right?
I don't know about Vegas because it's hot as hell. Like, why are they going to open it? Right? It's a desert. Like, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't.
Options.
I mean, it never rains, so yeah, you're right. But
I'll say this same thing with like I always say with San Francisco, man. As long as they stay healthy, man, them dudes, Debo, McCaffrey, Purdy, them dudes stay getting hurt, man.
You know, I'm on Frisco, but when it comes down to it, this game gonna be about 2 or 3 plays, and Mahomes gonna make his, and Brock not gonna make his. That's because they be
killing Debo, man. Debo get the ball like 8 straight plays, man. He just be looking hurt, man. He catch a screen, go 20 yards, and then hand the ball off to him right over the middle. Like, what the hell? They trying to kill that dude, man. On the next play, They be trying to kill that dude, man. But anyway, all right. Yeah, I can't wait for it, man. I can't wait. So we got to do our Commanders update, man, since they got their coaches and everything.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about the head coach, the OC, the DC? How y'all feel about it? Is there some promise there? What y'all hope to see out of them? Y'all gotta look like y'all just went to Dallas. I mean, you know.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
You're not. You're not.
I
mean, is that one of them you can't beat them join them things?
I mean, but Dan Quinn wasn't really a cowboy though. He was his hired gun. It ain't like he, came up under Tom Landry and nothing like that. Like,
he didn't even really adopt the cowboy. So from what I understand, Dan really wanted to come here. He really wanted this job. He had been opportunity. He had turned down opportunities last year because he was trying to find the right job, and he really wanted to come here. I actually had to get on board with it because pros and cons for me with him weren't real pro with me at first. Then I thought about it. I felt like a lot of his pros were a lot better, but were a lot better than some of the people they were looking at. So I just felt like he would put his staff together quickly. I felt like his defensive experience, the way he coached defense will help. And he did, and I just felt like, especially I think Ben Johnson kind of showed who he was, because he did. This is the second year in a row he's pulled out of interviews, like in the middle.
Hey, did y'all hear how he did that? They were on a plane to come see him.
It was on a plane. It was on a plane. He said nah, and I was like, well, damn, that's kind of crazy, but.
It's a little Josh McDaniels, right? It's a little bit of that.
At least met with him, right?
They met with him virtually, I think, one time while he was doing the playoff run, because they couldn't really do it in person yet or something. And then they was going to see him, and he was like, nah. He told them at Seattle, but Seattle wasn't on the plane yet, wasn't in the air yet. Damn. But like I said, I had to get on board.
Could you imagine how pissed you would be, yo? Could you imagine that? Like you hopped in the plane, like you about to get this dude millions. He's like, nah, never mind. Turn the airline around. Like that's like, you know how mad you would be.
He called it. He was like, hey, where y'all at? Where y'all at?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all.
Nah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and stay home.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm cool. Yeah. I ain't coming outside today.
Nigga, I'd be so mad, yeah.
I ain't coming outside. You done fueled up the jet, dog. I wonder if they. Never mind. We ain't gonna talk about that. That's how I feel. But also, I guess one of the pros was that, he knows Dallas very well, so that may help. It may help. It may help the scheme against him. I don't know, because we still got to get the people to be able in the building. But it's a big thing, coaching is a big thing too. Like nowadays, I feel like people don't stress it enough. Like Beazell, when we was talking about it, like Baltimore did adjust in that game,
like hell,
and if the coaches didn't adjust in the second half, they might have got beat worse than they got beat.
Mm-hmm.
But they adjusted and they kept it within whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think good coaching keeps you in games, and it keeps you able to be there as long as your people don't make the mistakes to put you out of the game. Good schemes and stuff like that. Like I feel like, I don't know, but
wait a minute. Time out. I thought we spoke about this, man. I thought we wanted to get an offensive guy for this team, man. What happened to that?
Well, I mean, hold on. There was a list. Hold on. But there was a list of coaches, and the offensive guys took themselves out of it. Like, if you have a list of coaches, and Dan Quinn's number 4, number 5 on the list, and the top 4 say never mind while you're on a flight, like what can you do? Like you take who's next on your list, right? Like you don't skip the number 5 dude because he's not defensive and go to like some coordinator from the Bears or whatever. Like you don't do that, right?
I definitely wouldn't get no coordinator from the damn Bears.
Well, I was saying based on looking at you.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, man. But wanted to get an offensive guy, man. I get it, but it's just
I think that was more. But I think that was more fan and media related than the actual in the building, because they said Dan was high as number 2 behind Ben Johnson.
He probably was. Yeah.
After this shit shook out, you know what I'm saying? But because they brought him in like
twice.
They brought him in a couple times, twice. And they didn't really bring in too many other people because they were waiting for Ben, but they
were available, because the Cowboys lost first round, so they were available.
Yeah, right. But so I think that was more outside the building than inside the building, probably. But I definitely wanted to see something different, though, like a young offensive dude. But we'll see what happens. See how it shakes out.
Dan is the least risky pick out of everybody.
Yeah,
he's a veteran. He's been there before. Like he's the least risky pick. Now it depends on your feeling. Like least risky could mean no flair or whatever, or the lowest ceiling as well. But for a new owner, I can understand going with the Dan Quinn. Like because she can
new
go.
owner and new GM.
Yeah,
So say,
she can go real south real quick if you just if you pair a first time head coach with a first time GM. Like there's no like
First
adult
time
in the room.
a new quarterback, a brand new
Yeah,
quarterback.
like that's a lot of new things. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why they would want or wouldn't mind settling for an older dude that's been there to pair with a new GM and a rookie quarterback.
Mhm.
Because if they're all brand new first year, it can go bad real quick.
And if it doesn't work out in a couple 2 or 3 years, like you can really go after people been in a position for a little while, you can go get a hot shot or take a risk on somebody that you know what I'm saying, and but I don't think it's not gonna work out. I just might not be what it may not be. I think the results may not work out like he wanted to, or it could be really good. Like I don't think
We
he has
gotta
a
see
bottom.
the players
I
though.
think
We
he has
gotta
a
see the
high
players.
floor. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
I think he has a high floor. So I think mediocre or middle of the pack is his floor. I think.
the players
You
are
know what I'm
going to
saying?
dictate, and the players are going to change. So we don't know who they
Yeah,
got
yeah,
for
yeah.
quarterback. Like it's too many what ifs right now to even say how they're going to do. Like right now, they got a new GM, they got a veteran coach. They're right now in the lab, and they're figuring out who they want to draft. And then once they draft somebody, we can then evaluate what they're doing wrong or right. But
What's
right
going
now,
and free
yeah,
agency too. I think
yeah.
how they approach that stuff is definitely going to be big to see how they set it off, how they set the the personality of the team or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So what you expect this year? Is this a rebuild year? Is this a found? You building something, or you trying to win? I mean,
I don't know if it's
you gonna draft a young QB. You gonna get a free agent to mold them. Well, I mean, just see what happens, huh?
So a rebuild year is different in every sport. Like for instance, it really depends on who they go out and get. So if they go out and sign a bunch of vets and free agents and spend a lot of money and they get a rookie quarterback, I'm not very sure it's a rebuild year at that point because you got talent around a talented quarterback. So it can't be called a rebuild. So again, we can't really define what this year is until we see what they do. They have a shit ton, a lot of money, and they got a high draft pick. So technically, the rebuild is in the off season, and once the season starts, they should be not in rebuild mode anymore because they've already rebuilt through free agency and the draft. But we got to see. Like it's hard to determine right now what's going to happen this year.
They say veterans don't like that word rebuild. Like people
Hell
like
no.
to be on the team for,
Hell no, they
especially
don't.
like you got Allen on the team, you got Payne, you got Terry. They young, but they veterans now. They the vets. Like, and then just
They don't
imagine you
wanna-
tell them we gonna rebuild. I mean, even
they
though
don't
it's
want to
the
wait
back
years.
line,
Yeah.
it's
I'll
like
be honest. All of them can go to me. So I understand you don't want to rebuild, but this is if y'all were doing more to help the team, we wouldn't be in this position anyway. So it sounds effed up, but it is what it is. Like the
Eric
production.
can't catch the ball, and if they don't throw it to him though,
I understand, man, but it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter.
it
Like,
ain't
you know what
his
I'm saying?
fault. He
I
a
didn't say
receiver.
I didn't say
You
it
can't-
is. I'm just saying, but you clearly aren't a difference maker. You know what I'm saying? Like you aren't. If you were, then you would have made a difference, but you didn't. So everything is new.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
it's kind of
so cut and
like
dry.
you just
Kelly so cut and dry.
no, listen,
Yeah, I'm very cut and dry. You know that.
listen. You
I
can
don't
say
think
that.
it's that cut and dry, but I get what he's saying.
Listen, but you can say that maybe about a defensive end, a running back, a defensive tackle, but a wide receiver can only do enough if they could get the ball. If you can't throw the ball, you going through first half and you only getting the ball one time, throwing the ball one time, thrown at one time. You see what I'm saying? And you catch it, but you only getting thrown at one time. You the star receiver. I'm just saying, like you.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying a rebuttal to your vets don't want to rebuild. I'm just saying on this team, no one's in a position to say I don't want to rebuild.
Yeah.
They're not.
You don't,
That's why I said I get it. I get what he's
Okay.
saying. Like we can say because you're right. Wide receiver is the most dependent position on the field.
somebody else.
Upon a lot of things. Like running backs are dependent too, but wide receiver is the most dependent position. So you can't do anything unless this happens, unless this happens, unless this happens, unless this happens. So I get what Kevin's saying is like you can't really If they say they want to rebuild, then you either get with it or you get gone. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
I don't think anybody will admit that. They won't say it out loud.
Right. Yeah. I think it's gonna be more of a building thing though, like not like a rebuild. Like I think they're just gonna try.
They've been rebuilding for 30 years. Yeah, years of rebuild.
Yeah.
30.
They rebuilding the rebuild. You rebuilding the rebuild of the rebuild.
Yeah.
Come on.
If you're gonna bring in a rookie quarterback, man, you're gonna bring in a rookie quarterback.
I think they're gonna try to build the line and free agency and some of the draft. I think they're gonna go after maybe one or two.
You said May. You said May. You said Drake May.
I did not say that.
Every time you say that, I was thinking about this, fellas.
I thought I heard you say May.
Okay.
I said they may.
With getting Dan Quinn, where do you think he would go? Who do you think he would go towards? If let's just say all three quarterbacks
are. It's not Dan, man. It's Cliff. And Cliff
okay. But listen, he's
Jaden Daniels.
He wants Jaden. I hope so. I hope so.
Jaden Daniels, man.
Okay. What? I think with Clifford, it's gonna be Jaden Daniels, dog. With Clifford in his system.
Or Caleb.
So I heard
that one plus out of this whole thing.
The expected trade to move up from number 2 to number 1, you would have to give up your second round this year and your first next year. That's how you move up.
One spot for real. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. But that's what it is.
That's
you got to really want that guy though. You got to really want
it this year and your first next year.
You got to really want to get it.
That's a lot for me. That's a lot for me. Now I would if it
wasn't.
Lot,
but is it to get your QB in the future?
Oh well, yeah, sure too. But if it was because I'm just thinking of that one spot, right? That's what I think of. But I get it. It is a very important spot. I just think of it as one spot. But the second round I wouldn't mind giving up this year because we have 2. But that first round of next year kind of hurts me a little bit.
Right. Like I'm fine with it.
I give up 2 second rounds, like a second round this year, next year.
But funny is they will get a Bears back. They got the Bears second round pick, right?
Right.
So they will get a Bears second round pick.
And if that trade happens, then the Bears, because if the Bears are willing to trade down to number 2, then they're willing to trade down even more. So then they could package that too and get even more picks. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I'm like, I don't see the point of giving them a first next year. If it was just simply the swap picks this year, and we give you maybe 2 second rounds this year or just 1 second round, I'm fine with that. Because then because they can then repackage that and get even more picks, I'm like, like it doesn't really benefit me that much, except to draft Caleb.
So like some of the second round pick is the Bears pick from Sweat. Did they acquire that pick from Sweat?
Yeah.
So the Bears would get that pick back.
Well, no. I don't know.
Might give them their pick.
I'm not sure you can trade the pick like some kind of rule, right? You can't trade back something like that.
The one that you just gave them.
Yeah, I think you can't do that. I don't think they can trade
that. But that could be just. I think that might be basketball though. But because I think that's a rule in basketball. But I think because but my thing is this. Would they trade back even more? Because if they trade in the first place, I think they would be trading to get Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, so at number 2, you went back Marvin though. Number 2.
Well, no, let me hold on. If they trade back, what I'm saying is, if they trade back, I'm thinking they would trade back to get a weapon, right, for Justin Fields. But if they trade back even further than 2, you got the Cardinals at 4. That might take Harrison. So where would they trade back to? That's what I'm saying. Where would the Bears trade back to?
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? Because then the Cardinals are 4. So Cardinals, if they see them trade back, they be like, "Oh shit, we got them." You know what I'm saying? We gonna get them probably.
Unless the Bears
I don't think they would trade back unless it's like something serious.
If they like May more, they'll do it. If they like May more than Caleb wins. If they like May
Well, definitely.
Yeah, but the Cardinals aren't. I'm sorry, you're saying they trade down and get a quarterback. Oh, okay, I get it. You say get a quarterback.
They like May, you know what I'm saying?
If they like May, okay.
Well, I think the Bears are like the Commanders and tired of North Carolina quarterbacks, so I'm pretty sure they're not drafting Drake May.
But let me ask you:
I've been hearing some stuff about Drake May though. They say he is looking real good, man. He got a cannon 6'4". You know,
I mean, he is.
Yeah,
He's
Caleb is what 6'1". They want them big quarterbacks, man.
but they said the knock on him is that he hold the ball too long.
Holds the ball too long, just like
That is the
Ohio.
same thing that How and Trubisky had the same thing. They had all the same stuff they were talking. Big arm, make every throw. They wasn't as tall as Drake May, but pretty athletic. Hold the ball too long. And where they rested it, whatever to it. Like, I don't want to take that. I don't want to be the one to take that chance, to be honest with you. That's why.
So do
And I
y'all
don't
really
know, like I said, we talked about it. I don't know if the system at Carolina or the competition or what.
It's competition, man.
When
It's
you
competition,
tell me that the quarterback hold the ball too long, I'm automatically out for that. Just because of how
it's the competition, yo. You hit it right in the nose when you said that.
So,
It's the competition.
I said that earlier that they definitely was gonna get a quarterback, but could they possibly not get a quarterback?
Who, the Bears?
Anything's possible, man.
The Commanders, like, what would they like? Do you think it's any little bit? Because see, this team never ceases to amaze me.
I don't.
To be honest with you,
Zero chance. Not getting quarterback.
I think it's more of a chance the Bears trade back and keep Fields than we would trade.
Yeah.
Than we would trade back.
There's zero chance Commanders are not picking a
The
quarterback.
only way we would trade back, I believe, is if we got Fields from them.
Yeah.
And
There's zero chance.
All right, so
like,
let me
if
ask
we
you
got
this.
Fields for like a second round pick or something from the Bears, then I think we would trade back out of the two to get more picks. That's the only way I see that.
What were you gonna say, Omar?
I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to ask a hypothetical question, but it's probably irrelevant.
Go ahead.
I'll do it anyway. So I'm gonna go right to Josie because he was making Howell the MVP candidate mid-season.
Oh man!
And he kept saying Howell is really a rookie. So
he didn't play.
If Howell was a rookie last year, I mean, wouldn't he be like the well, we got CJ, but wouldn't he be like the second in rookie of the year? What's wrong with staying with Howell? What's wrong with that?
Okay, so the only thing about that is
he damaged.
The only thing about that is this is not like I was talking to somebody else. I think him and feel me. I mean, stay with me right here. Him and Eric Bieniemy actually both got kind of a raw deal this year, I think, because it was kind of a lame duck year for Ron Rivera. There was going to be a new regime coming in anyway. So I don't think they was really – I mean, I think they had to do miraculous things this year to be considered to be the person for the team this year. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like
he was though.
They had to, like, EB had to turn. EB had to have a top 5 offense. EB had to have a top 5 offense for him to be considered to be kept by the new regime, whether it be considered a head coach or stay as the offensive coordinator. I think that just had to happen. I think also Howe had to perform, and I'm not talking about like he had to perform like he did earlier, but he had to perform like he was leading this stuff. But like Kevin said, some of it was empty stats, but he had to be like winning games, like legit winning games, putting the team on his back, winning games, and be a top 10, top 5, top 10 quarterback statistically to be considered to stay, because then they wouldn't be in the number 2 pick. So maybe at that point, then you evaluate them and say we might keep this dude. But other than that, I think this is just a bad year for both of them to be at the helm of that offense, unless they did something great, and they didn't. So you just gotta the new regime gonna move on and gonna get their guy and keep it moving.
Joey's
essentially, I mean, like I said, I was just saying games played. He was a rookie. He didn't play them. He didn't play any games, but he definitely didn't wow anybody this year. So
Joey's right. I mean, for EB and Sam Howell to stay here after this year, they had to be phenomenal. It was a high risk for EB to come here. He came here for the reasons why he came here, but the chances of him and Howell working out was always low. It was always going to be low. Like they had to be perfect. Like you talk about Mahomes being perfect in the game, they had to be Mahomes level for the entire year I'm saying, to keep their jobs. And they knew that. They both knew that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree, but I'm just saying I've seen crazy things happen in the draft, and I was
Zero
like,
chance. Zero chance. Zero chance.
I wonder what the betting odds on that. Like,
Zero chance the Commanders did not take a
I
quarterback.
tell you what, they probably high that they were, and the odds are probably high that they wouldn't pick one. I probably put $1 or $2 on that jump.
Right. It is a zero. You might as well just take $1 up, yo. Like they're not.
okay, so listen. Could they do this? Could they? Because there's some good quarterbacks that's not in the top 3.
Zero chance.
Could
they did
could
not
they-
take
Could
zero
they take?
chance.
Listen, you couldn't take Marvin Harrison.
Zero.
I was like, you take Marvin Harrison there too.
He wanted Harrison. That's why he keeps saying that.
Move,
That's why
and then in your second round,
The
you
2 second
grab.
rounds, they didn't go up. Like
Who?
You
Boston
go-
Zero
did.
chance. Zero chance. Sir.
Who in the second round, Bezo? What quarterback gonna be there?
I don't know. I was thinking,
Nobody.
what's that boy from Michigan? The boy from Michigan, he coming out what, 4th? He coming out. He the
Absolutely.
4th one. He coming out the 4th,
Yeah,
and Bo
JJ
Nix.
McCarthy,
Him or
no,
Nick?
he not- he
Either him or
fifth.
Nick?
He probably
Yeah,
fifth.
him.
He probably fifth. He probably
He
fifth.
probably fifth. It's probably Knicks,
Fifth,
Penix,
fifth.
and then no, wait a minute. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
That's
think they
Caleb,
might pick him
I'm
Daniels.
sorry. That's six.
Yeah, it's Caleb, Daniels, or May. Then we got Bo Nix, Penix, and they do from Michigan.
And then do from
And
Michigan.
yeah, and they got the dudes like from South Carolina, like all them cats like way below them.
Oh,
So
Spencer Rattler.
Yep.
And the boy from
Yeah.
and the boy from Texas, and he coming out this year.
no, he's
Nah.
staying. That's weird, right?
He's
He
staying.
stayed.
He what?
One of them can fall to the second round. Though.
He stayed. He stayed. So
I think two of them
Quinn
fall.
Evers, and Eli Manning. I mean Archie Manning gonna battle for the starting spot next year. That's gonna be
Dog,
interesting.
after that picture you showed me, if I was Ewers, I'd have left.
I'd have left too.
I'd be like,
I'd
man,
have left.
get y'all. I'm leaving. They
Yes,
don't like me anyway.
exactly.
That was crazy. I
But
think two
man,
of them gonna
stayed, man.
fall.
All right.
I think two of them gonna fall to the second round.
Yeah. The QB
Maybe
needy teams.
three.
That's
I don't know. Yeah, because the top three, gonna be the top 3. We already know that. But I think they're gonna try to pick some things out of the other ones to kind
Well,
of drop.
okay,
more.
so let's look at the draft right quick. So
Uh-oh.
look, the draft order is
I was trying to pull it up myself.
the draft
Go ahead.
order. In the back end of the first half, we have okay, so we know the first 3 guys are going, right? The first 3 guys are going,
yeah.
right? But then look,
Mhm.
we got the Giants at number 6. They may take a quarterback.
You think so? I don't think they take a quarterback.
Stay
They did get Jones get some big money, so
and
they get
he
Jones
was.
some big money.
It don't matter. They don't like him. Come on, man.
That's true. I mean, I
They don't like him. Atlanta got a pick at number 8. If they don't get Justin Fields, they need a quarterback. Like y'all tripping.
What about Vikings?
The Jets are there at number 10. Like you crazy. All
What the
5 are going in the first round.
What the Vikings pick at?
Number 11.
They might get one.
Dude, all of them are gonna be going first round, dude.
Saints probably get one. Saints.
You might be right. Unless somebody
Saints.
have a brain fart.
Denver need a quarterback. Like, come on. Like, there's
Denver,
no way.
Saints. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all tripping.
Why wouldn't
And
Tampa
look,
Bay? Why wouldn't Tampa Bay get one?
Look, I only went through pick 12. Okay. I'm only at pick 12. I haven't gone at pick 12. I've already got to all 5 quarterbacks here.
It might be a
the
record.
Rams could get one. The Rams could get one.
But the Rams ain't up there, so they ain't getting it. But I'm saying yes, they could. Because at
I'm
pick
just saying,
12,
come out, fall in the second round. They may not fall the second round.
they may not fall past pick 15, yo. Like the way this is going.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't
Good
even.
quarterbacks out there though. It's that boy from Tennessee. It's some decent one, but
Who
that
is
boy
from
from-
Tennessee? Tennessee Volunteers. Okay. Got you. Yeah, but they're not gonna reach for him though. And when we'll see. But either way, the 5 we talked about ain't in the second round.
exactly. I mean, I get it because the top 3 quarterback prospects in the draft, and they got a chance to get one of the 3. I kind of don't see them moving back, but I'm like, man, that Marvin Harrison.
You know what else though?
Oh,
What is the next clear cut the next clear cut top quarterback that probably won't be considered like bust. What is it? Arch Manning in his class? Because I don't think next year's class has like a clear cut.
Well, who got the bust potential in this class? Out of these QBs, who got the most bust potential? Out of these QBs,
honestly, I think Jaden Daniels.
I
think Jaden Daniels.
Off of talent alone.
What? Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
You think so? I mean, he a little better passer than and his
the reason I say May is because of the ball holding. Like he ain't decisive.
Dog, his breakaway. Oh my God, that boy's serious. Hey,
he's fast. Yes, he's fast. I get it.
No, his decision making it's just like, dog, he's special.
You know what impressed me? Impressed me is that he threw 80%. I mean, he completed 80% of his passes over 20 plus yards, had 20 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions going down the field. That was very impressive to me.
Man, let me see who them receivers he got, man.
Exactly,
he throw like that, man.
It's very much Joe Burrow and Justin Jefferson and another guy. Like,
Joe Burrow had 3. Yeah, but you're right. Yeah. But I mean, he still got picked number 1. I mean, and Joe Burrow is not doing badly. So,
but he did pick one of the receivers did come with him though. So I mean,
that's true too. That's true too. But listen, it ain't like we can't get one of them because I don't think both of them going in the first round.
That's true.
Either, you know what I'm saying? I know Neighbors the number 1 dude. I think he going top.
Neighbors
but the other one pretty good too.
Yeah,
and I don't know if he going in the first round because Neighbors took a lot of his shine this year.
They do got him going late first round.
He was the one before this year. He was the number 1 before this year.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they both going first round though. They
got him going late first round.
They're not going to pass on those 2 dudes, but I doubt that. Watch the Rams.
I get it. I mean, you're right. You probably right. I mean, I'm just saying it's more of a chance for him than Neighbors.
Shit,
Neighbors is going.
Pittsburgh at number 20 also need a quarterback. Like, come, like, I'm sorry.
And they going after another quarterback because they already benched Glove Man for
yeah.
They getting rust. They getting rust.
Oh, you're right. I can see that.
What Baker? What is his name? What is his name? Baker Mayfield.
No.
Never mind. I don't know his name.
You mean for
Pittsburgh?
Baker's a Tampa Bay. Baker's Tampa Bay.
Trubisky?
Nah, man, not Trubisky, man. He was the starter. The day drafted.
Baker Mayfield. I'm trying to say Baker Mayfield.
He's not a free agent, is he?
Yeah, I think he is.
Dude, if he goes to another team, that's gonna be tight as hell. I'll be honest. If Baker goes to another team, that's gonna be tight as hell. That would be really tight.
Yeah. Free agent, though. I think he's a free agent.
If Baker go with another team, but that's gonna be tight as shit, and then take them to playoffs, that'd be tight. Props to you, Baker. Get your money, man.
Yeah, I think he is a free agent. I think they're in the game 1 year.
That's tight. Get your money, Baker.
Yeah.
Did he make the Pro Bowl? Is he in the Pro Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he was.
I mean,
it came out last week. We spent 45 minutes on that.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Let's switch it up. So a lot of crazy couple weeks for we're gonna go to NBA. Crazy couple weeks for Joel Embiid. He scored 70 points a couple weeks ago.
On a bum knee.
Was it? Because he sat out against Jokic. He wasn't on the injury report and then sat out. He caught a lot of flack from that. Came back the next game, hurt his knee, and now he out a month. Got to have surgery.
Had a surgery, yeah.
You said he played on a bum knee. A lot of people think that was some karma where he sat out and then busted his knee right after that.
Busted his knee, yeah.
I mean, that's a hell of a karma, yeah. That's some hell of a karma, yeah.
And it's fast too. That was fast karma too. That worked
right
quickly.
But the thing that was he wasn't on the injury report though that day for Denver. He just sat out, and like I said to y'all before, that's 4 straight years he sat out the game at Denver. That's crazy, man. Wow. Is that a coincidence?
That is crazy.
And then the next game,
A lot of coincidence going around in this world, but 4 times don't make a coincidence to me.
4 times don't sound like a coincidence, right?
That don't sound like a coincidence to me.
But
Not 4 times.
even the things I've heard, like I think I was watching Gilbert Arenas podcast, man, where they mentioned that like he just didn't want to play in the altitude. And, like, but if you're in the playoffs, you're gonna play there anyway. Why would you want to skip that? You know what I'm saying? So, it just seems weird that he didn't want to play in Denver. I mean, the simplest answer is that he didn't want to face off or give any kind of fuel to the Jokic versus him, like, battle or whatever. But that seems strange 4 years in a row. Seems hella strange.
Man. It's fishy.
It's very strange, dog. 4 years in a row down there. Yeah, that's tough.
But now, is
he traveling with the team or not even traveling to Denver at all?
He was there. He sat on the bench. He sat on the bench. The crowd was yelling out. The crowd was yelling out, "Where is Embiid?" He was just doing this.
Okay, I thought maybe he had some girl there, something he didn't want to see, or maybe he owed someone money in Denver or something. But
that's why the NBA.
I'm gonna sit this one out, fellas. I'm gonna sit this one out.
Yeah,
that's why the
I can't go to Denver.
That's a minimum of 4 weeks. He's gonna be out a minimum of 4 weeks, right?
Yeah, that's
like. Can the Sixers survive that?
I mean, it's the East.
We'll survive.
I mean,
we'll survive.
Yeah, where they gonna drop? Where are they now? Like 3? Where are they now? In the East?
I
don't know, man. I don't.
They're 2 or 3.
So right now, then they're on number 5 right now.
They're 5.
Really?
I thought it was 3.
Yeah,
man.
5.
Wow.
Nah, man. I just don't think.
I thought he was in the top half. Oh,
nah. But it ain't an all-star break. They got time to catch it. Like they're 30-19, man. Like at worst, in next say out for a month, you said, or 2 months.
Oh man, yeah, they might drop to that play-in.
Yeah. But all-star week is next week, though, ain't it?
Yeah. But okay. So we got behind them is Pacers.
That's a minimum of 4 weeks.
Right. Okay. Let's just so right now they're in the 5th spot, right? And the Pacers are 4 games behind them. Same with the Magic. And the Heat is 5 games, and then the Bulls is 7 games, and the Hawks is 9 games. So I mean,
count the Bulls out.
That's their window. Yeah, like the Bulls suck, Hawks suck. Like, I mean,
but the Bulls can get hot, dog. The Bulls, they can.
They got a losing record right now, Brazil. So
LeVine gone for the rest of the year, dog. They not going.
And below that is Nets, Raptors, and Hornets and Wizards. So like they could fall, but they're gonna fall to like 8.
Hey, the Wizards could win a couple more games.
Shut your mouth.
And not
they quota was 30 games and they got 8, dog. I don't even think they're gonna make 30. I don't think they're gonna win.
The Pistons. Hold up. Get out of here. That was stupid. That was a bet. The 30 games. I wish I'd known that. That's an easy under. That's an easy under.
Yeah.
Yo, that's an easy under. I'd bet $1,000. That's easy under.
You hear Minnesota offered 4 second-round picks for Trey Jones. The Wizards turned it down.
I mean, what's the second-round pick though?
4 second-round picks. Yeah, what
can you do with that?
Yeah.
It's literally nothing.
And they asking for two firsts for Kuzma. That's what they want for Kuzma. 2 firsts.
Good luck with that.
That's crazy. That's a lot.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
But I think that's smart, though. I think that's smart.
Yeah, I mean, getting 4 second rounders actually literally means nothing in the NBA. Like, it's literally nothing you can do with that. Like, you can't package that in a deal with anybody else. Like, it's literally.
Jokic was a second round pick.
Yes, during a Taco Bell commercial, but that's a once in a millennia type thing.
Draymond Green.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero. He's a second round pick too.
Because of his mouth, not because of his play. You know what I'm saying?
Draymond Green was a second round pick.
I think it's gonna be hard. It's hard to overcome that.
Yeah,
it'll be out for 4 weeks.
I'm not even gonna say no more. Then.
I think they might be in a little trouble, man.
I'll tell you, Ellis was a second round pick.
Yeah, I think
3 years.
I think they're gonna be in trouble for real, man. Like,
dude, but look at who behind them though, man. Like, they're not falling far. They're not falling far, man. Like,
I think
they may get at worst number 8.
All right, so I also was going to say something about this LeBron James thing. Lakers are right now in 9th place. They are in the play-in game, right? But LeBron sent out a tweet the other day. It was the the hourglass emoji with the time's up, sending them little message to the front office saying they need to make a move or something. You know, trying to put some pressure on the Lakers front office to make a move. And what's interesting about that is, so LeBron, you heard all the talk about his son, right? May come out. So LeBron has an option. He has an option.
Yeah,
that he doesn't have to exercise till July, right? So he can decide if he's going to be a free agent or not.
Yep.
Which is not until July after the draft.
Yep.
After the draft.
Yeah.
So he could wait and see what happens with his boy, and he could decide to become a free agent and go somewhere else. And then,
but he did that on his last contract on purpose. Like that's all planned. He planned that for the last contract negotiations.
Yeah, I think that's real interesting, man. I mean, we talk about some crazy shit. If the draft, a team may draft his son just because they know they'll get him.
I think I want to make one correction. It's not May. A team will draft his son to get.
I mean, imagine like a team like the Knicks. What do the Knicks say? Fuck it, we'll draft them 10th. We'll move up and draft them 13, 14, just so LeBron will come here.
Someone will do that. Yes.
Yeah,
it's definitely going to happen.
Why wouldn't you? Because you get two for that.
But wouldn't they have to have conversations first? Like it's a crazy dynamic, man. Like when they had to go talk to him, like, all right, we're gonna get Bronny. You gonna come too? You with that?
It's known. It's gonna happen. Like that's the only reason Bronny getting drafted is because his dad coming with him. Like that's their package deal now. I'm sorry. It's again. I'm cut and dry. I get it. I mean, what you say, Joey? I'm off or on, or what you say? I'm something.
Cut and dry. I said cut and dry.
Cut and dry. Yeah, it's done. It's a done deal.
And then I saw
Austin black Rivers. And white. You saw black and white.
Oh, black, yeah.
And Austin Rivers came out this morning his podcast. He said he don't want to see them playing together. He don't want to see that. He think it's a circus. He don't want to.
Austin's a hater, yeah. Your dad was the coach and drafted you with 3 teams, and you mad because
traded him. Then traded him. His dad traded him.
Could you imagine that talk? All right, son, you gotta go.
He said, "Come on, play for me." He said, "Never mind."
Let's talk. Let's talk out back real quick. I ain't want to talk about this at the table.
His mother, yo, you're out of here.
He said, "Oh, I made a mistake. Go back to the other team. Go back."
What do mom say? What do mom say about
exactly?
She don't say that. Yeah. She don't gonna know. She ain't gonna know till after the trade.
That's funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on. But I think the tweet is to fire Darvin Ham though, not make a trade. Like I think Darvin Ham's a.
Oh, you think that's what that's for?
Yeah, I think that's for.
Yeah, I've heard some stuff about him. They're not feeling Ham like that now in the locker room. I've heard that too. That's interesting.
We're gonna have to do something. It is becoming interesting though.
We'll see. They're gonna try to make some kind of trade, but will it move the needle? I don't know. That's wow. It's heating up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so all right, we'll move on to the Grammys. Was the other? Was that last night or the night before last?
It was Sunday.
Night before last.
2 nights ago.
And Bezel, you got a clip of that? Jay-Z, what he said?
Yeah, I got you right here, brother.
I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. You know, some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you may get robbed. Some of you don't belong in the category. No, that was it. No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth.
I couldn't get the long one. I wanted the one where he was talking about DMX and as well. But...
Oh yeah. In the beginning, he gave shouts out to Dre and Snoop for start, getting everything, getting rappers noticed like that. Go ahead,
DMX had 2 number 1s, and he didn't even get nominated, so he boycotted it. Then he was like Will Smith and what's the name?
Jazzy
Yeah, they
Jeff.
boycotted and they stayed in their room or something. Yeah, he's like,
It
so
wasn't
then
televised. They wouldn't televise the
Yeah.
rap Grammy.
Yeah, so then he boycotted when DMX didn't get his props. So, I mean, I don't know, man.
So what's the question here?
I was turned off anyway with the Taylor Swift stuffs, but when she walked in, but Jay-Z definitely he had a point there. I mean, Beyonce, you talking about she have so many Grammys. It is crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but she's never won Best Album. And how could it be possible? You know what I mean? How could that be possible if you look at it? You have more Grammys than anybody. You don't get Grammys for looking good. You get Grammys for best song, best this, best this, best this. So how could you not have it for the best album? You understand what I'm saying? And that's a little crazy, man. That's weird. It's weird. And I think, like he said, go ahead.
I'm about to say something, man.
I think hold on, Omar. So
okay, go ahead.
So this parallels our discussion that we had on text.
Can I say something? Can I say something right quick before you do this?
Oh boy,
understand. I want y'all to understand. If we ever go viral and the Beehive see this,
I know, right?
We gonna get canceled. I think y'all about to get canceled.
His views do not reflect the views of the show.
Don't worry, it ain't gonna happen. So,
okay.
So
that's not gonna happen.
No, I'm just laying the comparables to what we discussed about Cliff Kingsbury. Like yes, Beyonce has a shit ton of Grammys, right? But supposedly every year, she's lost to someone that they deem better for whatever that point in time. That she lost to Adele one year. Adele's a machine. Her shit. White people will love her. Blah 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 blah. The one that's weird to me is that she lost to Harry Styles today. I mean on Sunday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I am against that because they try to list Harry Styles as a king of pop or some shit like that, or some shit that they labeled him. I was like, that's ridiculous. So that seems strange. But all her other losses were to other females who were white and probably sold more that year than Beyonce did. I don't have the stats. I'm just saying if they sold more, regardless of how many best songs that Beyonce can win or whatever, if the album sold more, and if that's the barometer for best album, which I don't think it is though, but I'm sure there's other factors. But I'm just saying she lost in each year to someone different. It isn't like she lost the same person over and over again. So go ahead.
Selling more than Beyonce.
Listen, I was actually listening to the radio earlier.
The what? What's that?
I know, right? But I was listening to the radio earlier, and one of the
96.3, man.
W her.
No, of course not. I'm not ghetto. I was listening to 102.3. Duh.
Okay.
I'm not ghetto.
And they said, is Beyonce known more for her albums or her singles? So that was an interesting question, right? So that was an interesting question. But I also feel like in music, you bring out the singles to promote the album, right? So I'm sure she had some good albums, but listening to Kevin today, like, makes sense. Like, yes, she has, like, I mean, her singles are ridiculously sold. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how who she is. That's how her tours, are, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not singing her out, she's singing single, her popular stuff. And maybe because of that, because of who she's gone against, and maybe the album or of course, who she's gone against could be the reason why she hasn't won it. Now, JC made it apparent, and I don't have a problem with that because he put it out there. I don't have a problem with that because, like you said, some people don't even be in the category. Oh, I'm sorry. I tell the truth when I get nervous. I thought that was funny. But you know what I'm saying? So, but I don't really, I guess I don't really care about the question that she asked because I'm like, well, don't everybody, isn't everybody that has a good album usually more famous for their singles because that's what gets you to listen to the album? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I thought it was cool that he said it. I think it was cool he took up for his wife. I think it's crazy that she didn't win at least one because, like you said, some people just probably don't like Styles. Probably shouldn't even been in that category or whatever. So I you know, so
Well,
Sorry,
here's,
fucking
here's,
Styles.
it could be
here's,
something. It could be something there. It could be something there.
but here's the thing. I would say this: Beyonce, 200
Right. That's
million albums sold.
All right, can I say what
And
I'm say though?
And they don't really just, it's not about album sales
for
because
sure
it's
about
like
to get canceled.
people do downloads, but the thing is that people that's ahead of Beyonce is like Taylor Swift, Rihanna, Madonna, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. You understand?
Madonna?
Yeah, Madonna, of course, all time. Lady Gaga is behind. Beyonce has passed Lady Gaga, and that's crazy.
You talking about all time? Okay.
Yeah, and all time. So what I'm saying is basically like when she dropped that Lemonade on remember when she dropped that joint out of nowhere? That joint broke the internet. Nobody has never done that. She broke the internet. So I mean, if you're getting number one songs, and Jay Hill did say something. He said, which does have a good point. He does have a good point. But this is what Jay Hill said. Hold on. Album usually has to do with the entire body of work. The perception is the entire project. It's better. Now, I mean, Beyonce hits after hits after hits be on her album. You feel what I'm saying? On her albums.
All right. Well, let me say this. Great speech by Jay-Z. I love how he showed love to Dre, DMX. A lot of dudes are, it's competitors at some points.
Oh yeah.
Love how he showed love to all of them. That was a great speech. Beyonce, I mean, she's one of the greatest performers ever. I mean, you can see by the following, all the shows, and I know everybody know plenty of women that went to her shows and took pictures. And
oh yeah,
I mean, what she do is amazing. As a performer, she probably the GOAT. I mean, the show, the stage, the dancing, doing all that, and her cardio, and still being able to sing and all that's amazing, man. But if I'm being honest here, if I'm being honest here, man, if we all being honest here, Beyonce got the hits, like you said, Lemonade and the Surfboard, all that. We love.
Is that how the song goes? Lemonade.
Yo,
and the surfboard, Lemonade and the surfboard.
Yeah.
Let's be honest though. Pretty much all her shit sound the same. Pretty much all her shit sound the same. And there's nothing wrong with that, yo. It's nothing wrong with that because she is the greatest at what she do, man. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you talk about somebody with range and change it up, like Rihanna, Rihanna can do anything, man.
She
what I mean?
Literally,
Rihanna.
Rihanna does all types of things.
You see the latest pictures? Okay.
I mean, am I wrong though? A lot of Beyonce shit sound the same. Man.
I'll be honest.
I think her shit sounding the same. Like can kind of, she got a following. They're not gonna. What Jason say?
Taylor Swift, but she's white. No one. She's white. That doesn't matter. She sells some hits to Yugoslavia.
I'm just saying, I love Beyonce. I'm just saying.
But you said basically all her shit sound the same.
Yeah,
basically her shit sound the same, man. Am I wrong saying that? Am I wrong saying that?
I'll be honest. I haven't heard much Beyonce music. I mean, what's on the radio, the hot songs, but I haven't heard an album.
Radio, what's that?
Yeah, exactly. I've never heard an album, a Beyonce album. I haven't. I probably won't ever. So I mean,
I've never really had a whole album. I've never heard a whole album. I like some of her singles and stuff, but I I didn't go out and run out, but the
You
thing
ain't
is,
went
like,
out
I
by
hope you
it?
didn't. I hope you didn't, Joe.
He ran out the house.
No, I just ran out.
the house.
I sat in the house and downloaded them on my damn computer. What's wrong with you?
I
Listen,
thought you said you
I'm
ran out the
saying
house. Josie got on his bike. Got on his bike and went to the. Nobody beats the Wiz, yo.
a moped.
Oh my God,
moped.
Waxy Maxis.
Got on my way. Got on a moped with the Kip Mills and got that jump. Yeah.
But I mean, it's
Best-
still weird, dog. She's
got
never
my best
received
one.
a Grammy for
Yeah, it is weird, man. It is.
It's a little
It is
weird.
weird though.
It's a little weird.
Because I feel like she should have won at least one. I mean,
I mean,
like,
so she lost to Taylor Swift, lost to Adele, lost to Harry Styles, and who else she lose to?
you laugh before you say that.
Yeah, Harry Styles. That's
Harry
ridiculous.
Styles.
Who
And
else
maybe
did
that's
she
the
lose
one
to?
she should have won. Maybe that's why Jay was so upset, because maybe this is the one she should have won.
She should have won. Yeah, I mean, they called it an upset. Hey, Jay Hill, who did she lose to, man? I know you know this.
Yeah, because
Seeing
he's the
her
one who
live.
actually ran out and got her album. I got it from him.
That's funny. Hey, Riri.
Yeah. Nobody. I said she the GOAT, man, performing.
She is. She
Reese's
is.
Cup.
She is. She is the GOAT. Boy.
I mean,
That's
I ain't
the-
never
that-
been
but
to
I-
a show, but
I will
I've
say
heard
that
about
is
it.
strange though. That's strange though. That is
I mean,
strange though.
she got a whole crew.
All right, so let's keep it moving. You got that Shaq clip?
Oh, the Shaq joint.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Whenever something go down, they're gonna throw it back in your face.
Well, that's
why.
real.
That's why. So you can't ever.
That's why you crackers. Your dad left.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't. That's all they had on the clip that you gave me. So
Okay. So
break it down.
So Shaq basically said that you should never open up to women because all they'll do is throw it back in your face eventually. Let me just give you the stats on Shaq real quick. So
A woman?
He married Shawnee. They had 4 kids together. In 7, he filed for divorce. In 09, they reconciled. And in 09, she filed for divorce. He has a kid outside of their marriage. She had a previous kid. And then in 2011, they got a divorce. And he said it was his fault because he was greedy. And now she's remarried. She's remarried like a pastor or something like that. She's married to
Shawnee?
Yeah, she married a preacher, a pastor of a church somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were seen at they were like at one of the kids' games. They were all 3 of them together sitting watching it. She remarried. Shaq says never open up to women. What y'all think about that, man? Is he just a real hurt individual or what? Or is there some truth to that? Let's start with Beazell on this, man. Let's start with Beazell.
Give me a second, because my thoughts, like,
He don't want to get in trouble either. He don't want to get in trouble.
I agree.
All right, go to Joe.
I agree with what Cherie said. She said, read what Cherie said. Or whatever. Okay,
oh, shit. Wow. Let me do it. Let me control
I'm
it.
doing it too. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let me throw back at you. Bitter woman.
I think
Bitter
there's a
women.
lot of truth to that. I think there's a lot of truth to that.
Bitter,
There's a lot of truth to that.
bitter women.
So you shouldn't
There's a
open
lot
up.
of truth to that statement. I'm
I
gonna let
mean,
you go ahead.
I can go some these are like I don't subscribe to that at all. Like whatever I said, like if you throw it back to me, if it was truth, it's truthful. Like I'm not gonna be ashamed or hurt to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not being thrown back in my face. It shows actually, if you use that as an argument ploy, it shows me how weak you are because I gave you that information. Like it doesn't hurt me to hear something sent back to me that I already said out of my own mouth. So like the whole not opening up, that leads to other problems. Like if you're not opening up to your woman, then why are you with her? Like why are you even entertaining being with her if you can't open up to her? And if she throws something back at you, it's supposed to be for helping you. You know what I'm saying? Helping you get better. If you're leaning on something as far as it being a crutch and you keep like blaming that one thing over and over again, and she throws it back in your face, she's probably trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
trying to help you.
Yeah, because you're leaning on a crutch. I'm just saying, like if in the example that he made, right? He said in the interview, he said something about I did see it. I watched it for this conversation. I can't remember what he said, but the whole idea of something being thrown back in your face, like, why is that a bad thing? Like, why is that a negative thing? Explain that to me. I don't understand that.
Well, what exactly is opening up? Is that confessing the stuff you did before?
Is that
what opening up is, or is it
open up is talking about your feelings? No, talking about your feelings. Yes, I'm not saying tell me you killed someone in '86. No, that's not opening up. I'm talking about your feelings. That's opening up. Like, right? Like what else could it be? You're discussing your feelings with your woman.
If she's throwing it back in his face, it could be stuff like, he's saying stuff that he did in the past. And
okay, give me an example of something that's thrown back in my face that I won't like. Like, I don't understand that. Being vulnerable is you're supposed to be vulnerable with your woman. Like I'm reading what Sheree said. Like, you're supposed to be vulnerable. I don't understand how the throwing back in your face is a bad thing. Like I really don't understand the concept. That I don't get it.
It might help. It might hurt your esteem.
So if you told your wife about your past and then y'all get in an argument and she says,
she gonna go ahead.
She starts saying how foul you were and she can't trust you and things like that. That's throwing stuff in your face, especially here NBA player. Hold on. He could have told her that he slept with one of his teammates' girlfriends or something. And if she bring that up and say, well, you might do it again, so I don't trust you. That's throwing it in your face. Opening up and then throwing it in your face. That's
using the history to make sure it doesn't repeat itself. That's a little different. Throwing it in your face mean if you had sex with your teammate, you are a foul dude.
But if that's the past, if that's something he did in the past and he's just telling her, like, that's something I did, I regret. And then she throws in his face.
Well, I see. If she's bringing it up now, you're still acting like that foul ass dude. Or she wouldn't be bringing it up.
Like, not necessarily, though. Not necessarily. She could just jump to conclusions and say, I ain't gonna do this because you might do this.
Yeah, hold it against you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying, I think at this whole thing about opening up to a woman, I agree with Kevin. Like, I don't think you should not open up to your woman because whatever, but I do believe the statement of bitter women, if like they might try to not now also
which one is
do
it?
I care? I don't know. Do I care? But bitter women may you try to use it against you. That's what I'm saying. So I don't care about it because I gave you the information. And if I gave you the information, I really don't, I'm really not worried about you throwing it back in my face.
Right.
Me. But some people do care about that. So if you care about that shit, then you shouldn't if you care about that shit, like, because it's always a chance that you're gonna get out. So if you care about that, or if you're worried about it, then you shouldn't. I mean, that's up to you, but you shouldn't. But me, I don't. I think it's something you just do. It's your woman.
Right.
I think there's some truth in this though with Shaq, man. I mean, I think you got to look at it. I think it's a case by case thing. Like you open up to your woman.
Oh, definitely. Yes, I believe it too.
You open up to your woman as y'all open up to each other and grow, your relationship grow. I don't think you just open up and say everything that I think it's some truth in what he's saying, man. Especially if a guy playing in the NBA, you know what I mean, and I think it's some truth to that, man. I will open up to my woman in time, and as our relationship grows, but just opening up and being, I think that could damage you, man. If your relationship ain't stable, man.
Yeah, know your partner. Know.
Well, that's the thing too. I think it is a case by case basis. I ain't gonna open up to just, I don't know.
And if she starts throwing stuff in your face, I mean, what? That's you got to do something about that.
They will throw it in your face when they get mad now.
Do something like what?
Move on. That's what I'm saying. I ain't talking about.
He meant killer. He meant killer.
Say beat her or something.
Is what he meant.
Shut her
Killer.
up.
Yes.
You gotta shut her up.
Damn. Damn.
You gotta do something. You gotta shut her up. Shut her up. No. B, what you wanted to come back to it.
You know.
See, what Cherie say right there? What she say right there?
If he is vulnerable about a traumatic experience, she can intentionally try to trigger unhealed wounds.
Yeah.
Man, Reese Cup, we getting deep.
Yeah,
well,
the triggers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, he could be in an argument with her, and then she'll start bringing up. You know,
yeah, you got to know, like I said,
something totally different. Something from that. But you're right, just to make you mad. I think some women do that too.
Yeah,
I think Kev ain't never dealt with no hood rats. That's what it is.
Not my style, clearly. Not my style, man.
What?
Not my style at all. Like silly. Because I don't get half what y'all are saying. To be honest, like that's not what I try to deal with.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Man.
That's good. That's good for you, Kevin. But sometimes it happens. You know, you deal with one. I done had ones all around the world, and I done had
all around the world the same song.
Listen, I done had some crazy
around the world the same.
Yeah,
song.
and they will throw up. You know, I mean, it depends. You know what I mean? You can get that one you care for, and she be immature, and then you let her know information, man. And then when y'all get into it, she'll throw it up. Yeah, it happens. It happens. You can't give everybody all your information.
But I think that's where the case by case thing come in, because if you see that they childhoodish, you gotta be definitely on P's and Q's about
right.
What you see.
But see, we are adding stuff now. What Shaq was talking about, he wasn't talking to every person. Like that's.
He was talking about his wife, right?
He's talking about his wife, exactly. Like be between the lines a little bit.
And different area goes right. I was gonna sing that one next, Jay.
I got.
All right. Oh, this is my okay. We about to move on to my favorite segment now, man.
Okay.
Josie's joint.
Oh, we ain't got no time for
that. The real shit.
That was it right there, man. That was it right there, engineer. You missed it.
No, you didn't tell me to hit the
You ain't played my drop in like 8 months.
Well, you weren't here last week. I did. I hit it last week for you.
Bullshit or real shit?
Well, Josie's points.
So this week is kind of a real shit, bullshit Josie joint. Huh? So basically, it's a combined job. So real shit or bullshit, like combined there's joint. A minimum now. There's a minimum for games played in the NBA to be considered for the end of the year award. How do you feel about it? Do you think it should be? Is that real shit? Like, should it be in 65 games? Should it be that, or should it be that much? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, how do y'all feel about that? Because you have to play at least 65 games to.
They also put a minimum on the All-Star game too.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't there always you had to play a certain number of games to be eligible for these awards?
No.
So I could play one game, score 85 points, and all of a sudden I could win the scoring championship.
What?
No.
Yeah,
that was stupid.
No. Like I'm talking about like MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, those kind of awards.
Again, I thought there was already a minimum games you got to play.
Not necessarily. No.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, but who's gonna vote for you if you play 5 games to be MVP? You know what I'm saying? Logic actually comes in, but because they thought, it was gonna stay that way. But if you play 50 games, you could still win the MVP. So, do you think 65 games is or a minimum is good? And is that too much or is that too low? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do y'all feel about it?
Here's the problem is, and it's a them problem, not a player problem. But the NBA markets its players. The NBA isn't like the NFL where they market a team, right? They market their players, and when their players aren't playing, it pisses fans off, and that's the problem. Yeah. That's what's driving all this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what are we talking about here? You got to play to win an award? Come on, man! Hell yeah, you got to play to win an award, man. What the fuck? You got to play. I don't understand it.
Play to get an award.
Yeah. I mean, it was agreed on by the Players Association. It's in the CBA now. 65 games. I mean, Embiid just got hurt. He probably won't make it. That's unfortunate. He was he having like a Wilt Chamberlain year, averaging 35 and 11 and 5 assists. But my man, you gotta play. I can't get it. Play 50 games, and win MVP. That's crazy to me, man. Yeah, you gotta play because we know it's a problem right now with load management and players sitting out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what if you know how much it costs to go to an NBA game now? You know, if I take my two sons to a Wizards game, I'm coming out of the pocket like $500-$600, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They want to get a hot dog and something to drink. They want to get a hot dog and something to drink. I'm coming out of the pocket like $500.
Or you want to see them go,
and then Steph Curry sit out. I'm gonna be pissed off, man.
But that was something that we did. Remember, I think I shared it with y'all with Kobe. He was like telling his wife, you know, he play every game because you know, you don't know what people go through to get those tickets. You know what I mean? For the man sitting way up there with his sons coming, you know, to see, and you know, you want to come see Kobe play, or you save some money to come see Kobe play, and he come to the Wizards. You know, he come to DC, and all of a sudden Kobe sitting out because he had a head cold or something. You know what I mean? And you didn't say
just don't feel like it, man. They had a back to back.
Oh, he didn't feel like it.
They had a back to back, so he gonna sit out.
Oh, he rested. He rested. Yeah. So
they didn't do that. They didn't do that in the 90s, man.
No, they didn't. They played.
Well, hold on. I'll tell you this though. But teams did something similar because I remember the year, a couple years we had season tickets to the Wizards, right? And we would get all 42 games. And the reason why I didn't renew the tickets because I think it was the year after Agent Zero took to the playoffs. They changed the season ticket structure to where you got 32 games, you know, with your regular package. And then all of the big games, the Lakers, and I forgot who the top teams were back then, but it was 10 games. They kept a separate package. They had to buy extra because those were the top 10 teams. So they gave you the 32 bullshit games, the 31 bullshit games, and they kept 10 good games for a separate package. And I said, yo, that's kind of screwed up. Like, I've been paying this money all this time for all 41 games, and all of a sudden now, because the Wizards are kind of good, I got to buy 2 separate season ticket packages to see all 41 games. And they kept, again, the 10 best games were in a separate, as expensive package as a 31 game. Are you serious? So they've been doing this for a while. It ain't the start, but now it's messing up their money because people are paying a lot more for it. And those 10 games that the teams are, you know, separating out, the players aren't showing up to justify selling that 10 game package or that 11 game package, whatever the top teams are. Yeah. So it's been building up for a while, but this is all about marketing and money. It's how the NBA markets itself. It markets the players as opposed to the team. So the players got to play.
I agree. I know a couple of people was complaining about because I think one of the topics was because Halliburton got like 5 more games to miss or something like that before he's not considered because he got a couple nagging injuries or something like that. But I'm like,
you know what he's doing though. You know what he's doing though, right? He only playing like 15, 20 minutes a game right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's playing a full game. He's still getting the game played. They're only playing like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, and well, that's a loophole, right? So, but I agree. Like you gotta freaking play, dog. Like you can't play. You have, and I was sitting there thinking, like when I saw it, 65 is like 80% of the games, I think, or something like that. But a number off the top of my head when I seen it, and I was like, yeah, they gotta at least play 75% of the games. You have to at least play that. When I saw the jump 65, it's like 80%, I think, of the game. But I was like, so you can't complain about it, dog. Like people want to see you play. This is an entertainment business too. Like people want to see you play. They pay their money to see you play.
You messing with a lot of dudes' money now though, because they can't make all NBA and stuff like that.
Yeah, but they gotta. I mean, you gotta play. Like you said, what are we talking about? Like you want to win an end of the year award, but you don't even play half the games to get to the end of the year. Like that's crazy to me.
So I have a question.
I think it's just a lot of hoopla for nothing, though. I think it was just. I just thought it because it was some noise raised because of that, and I was like,
but
you know what they said? They said that because of that rule, Embiid came back too early. That's how he got hurt. He felt pressure to come back early, so now he got hurt. That's like, little sympathy for him, I guess. I don't know.
I got a question about this though. So is this?
Hey, look at Kev laying on the beach again. Look at Kev laying on the beach.
Yeah.
Is this a result? Hold on. Is this a result of the fact that Omar? I cut him off early, but Omar was going to say, like back in the '90s, they didn't do this, right? But so is this a result of the fact that the guys in the NBA now have played so much more basketball because of AAU or whatever? They're playing 4 or 5 games a weekend.
That's a fact.
So is that why they want to take breaks now? Because they done made it. Like they've been playing games their entire life. Where people in the '90s only really play once a week type stuff. So I mean,
Kev, you right. Because look, I'm telling you right now, I was coaching AAU. I got to a point where I would go to the tournament and I would tell them we're not playing more than 2 games. They would schedule you for 2, 3, 4 games a day. And I would tell them, like, I'm not playing my team more than 2 games. I'm not doing that. I ain't killing them
in a day.
Yeah,
like that's even that's crazy. Like
you'll go to tournaments. They'll want you to play 3 or 4 times in one day.
Wow,
crazy, right?
That's a lot,
yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Those by now when they get to the NBA, they don't all play with each other. They know each other. You know what I'm saying? They all best friends. And yeah, you're right. The mileage on their knees and whatnot. Yeah, that might be a factor, but are they getting hurt more now? I don't know. I mean, you got guys like Kawhi, he play when he feel like it.
Hey, look, I got hey fellas, I got my boy about to come on. His name is Lenny Herring.
It's an hour 30 minutes.
Listen, it's his son. Listen, this is my boy Lenny, one of my childhood friends. His son plays for the Kansas City Chiefs, Malik Herring, and I'm gonna bring him on. I asked him to jump on, so we asked him a few questions about him being an athlete, and he went. He had
the Chiefs now,
and so I'm bringing him on.
Can I ask him about Patrick Mahomes' daddy and his brother?
I just
what do you be sipping on? What do you be sipping on? Okay.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Do he hang out with them? Where you
get his hair cut at? Where you get that Gumby cut at?
Oh man, he could have been the next Lenny Bruce.
Hey Josie, when you gonna talk about Flacco the GOAT?
There you go.
Man, I told you already said something. We already talked about that, man. Ain't nobody talk about that.
Be there.
Hey,
I'm here, baby.
Hey, what's up, bro? This is my crew right here, man, and this is my guy, Lenny, man. He was a star football player.
Lenny, put a shirt on.
I know, right?
Man, I got a shirt. Hey, now you know you see me, baby. I'm out here. Hey, they what 46 look like, baby.
Hey, listen.
You been hanging with Pat Mahomes' daddy, hadn't you?
Hey, yeah. What that nigga say with that? What did he say with that Washington Redskin hat on? What kind of hat that boy got on? Hey, we definitely need to get him a winning team hat.
Listen.
That joint leather. That hat leather.
Hey,
don't worry about it, baby. Don't worry about it.
He got a Crocodile Dundee hat on. Hey, B, your man's got a crocodile hat.
Hey,
Dundee hat on.
Hey, I still cash for my boys. Don't be coming at them Commanders. You hear me, Lenny? Don't come at
Yes, sir. My bad, sir. My bad.
Listen, bro, we go back. This is my man, Lenny, man. He was a football star as well. We gambled a lot back in the day. We gambled on anything. And
I believe it.
Yeah, boy, we used to have some good days, but his son. His son plays for the Kansas City Chiefs as well.
Yeah, Malik Herring, number 94, baby. He gonna be playing in the Super Bowl this year. Defensive end. Hey, you might be looking at the defensive MVP, Malik Herring.
Okay. Hey, you never only needs 2 sacks to do it.
Hey, boy, what you saying down there?
All you need is 2 sacks, man.
Hey, if he get 2 sacks this game right here, he the defensive MVP, and you can bring out the Brinks truck.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Bust Purdy's ass. Bust Purdy's ass.
Bust his ass.
what's the prediction on the game? You know, y'all came up here and beat my boys, Baltimore, man.
But what you said? Did we beat your boys or did we demolish your boys?
Hey, listen, we not doing this.
A lot of feelings was hurt. A lot of feelings.
Yeah. Well, everybody feeling was hurt. Really didn't know football, because if they knew football, they knew Kansas City had the best defense on the field.
Listen,
if you ain't never played football, you're feeling hurt.
That's a shot right there.
Listen, no shot. It's the real deal.
No, listen, I never underestimated Kansas City defense.
Thank you. You shouldn't have.
But this what I'm gonna say, man. You being an outstanding father, and I know coming from, you playing like you could have went to the league, dog. I know the things that you went through. That you went through. Remember the people that didn't want you to play, and then all of a sudden, then they were the same people cheering when you were playing.
Because they had no choice. I was good.
You was very good. Like
I was good. Yeah, they couldn't do nothing about it. God put me in a situation where He humbled me. At the same time, He made me realize I got to be a lot more disciplined. And if I was a lot more disciplined, I would have been in the league. So, but what He did, He gave me a son, and I taught my son discipline is the key. You got to be fast, and you got to be disciplined. So guess what? We already gonna have the size. You got to be fast and you want any kid today in 2024 want to go to the NFL, they got to be fast and be disciplined. That's it. You don't even got to worry about being strong, because if you fast, you're strong. If you 240 pounds and can run a 4.4, you can run through a wall. You ain't got to live 300 pounds. You got to be able to run.
Yeah.
It's called physics. Physics.
Yeah. It's the way God made us. Back in the day, back there, when them boys out there used to do their thing, the Hebrew Israelite, they didn't have no weights. Only thing they know how to do is run through them wood real fast and get to where they were going real fast.
Yeah.
It's the same thing now.
So let me ask you this. With you and your son, what is something that you talk to him about as far as with his game planning? Do you talk to him before his games, and what do you tell him?
Well, now I just tell him what to wear. He asked me what he want me, what I want, what he want to, what should he wear out there. Hey, he asked me, should you go with the white shoestring or the black shoestring? Should you wear the black sleeves or the white sleeves? I ain't tell you no lie. That's it.
You going out there? You going to Vegas?
No, I ain't going out there.
Too crazy for you?
Yeah, no. Let me show you something else now. Y'all think that a game? Why this? I've been seeing you. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something to rock your world. You got clothes on? Why they? Hold on. Why they? Y'all? Hold on. Look here. This her. This a Mira Herring. She in the 10th grade. She play basketball. She shoot that ball good.
I've been following.
This is really weird.
Baltimore. And then what she do? She a real live basketball player. She gonna go Power 5.
There you go.
And if my son had what she got, he'll be a $200 million man right now.
Sweet.
Look, this what she doing at this time of night. Look. You see all that? Hey.
Yeah, I've been following her. She's serious, so I've been paying attention. Yeah. That's what
she is. So and then I got a grandson too. So, but Malik a good kid, man. Malik a good kid. I taught him. I made sure he didn't go through nothing that I went through, and nothing that be know where we from, and believe it or not, where we from, it just like it is on TV, but it ain't no damn TV. That shit real life out there.
Got you.
Yeah, man.
But with Malik, you ain't had to do him much. When he was 6 years old, man, I knew he was something special. When he was 6, I knew he was special.
What would you say to fathers that got their son out there, like on the field, and what kind of advice would you give them?
Go to every game. Go to every game. Ain't nothing else you can tell them but go to every game.
Every single one of them.
Yep.
If you wanted to, every daddy got a son playing ball, and he out there. I don't give a damn if he playing. Was it pickleball? Go to the game.
Yeah. I stopped
And if you
coaching.
go to
I stopped coaching when my kids went to high school and played football. I stopped the whole time until the last one was done. That's when I got back into it.
yeah, because that's all you can do. Because like everybody, like you should coach. You should coach. Yeah. I'm trying to coach what I got out there on that field.
Yeah.
I'm trying to coach what I got out there on that floor because, like that little girl in there. Now I'm a trainer too now, so I'm a trainer. I train other kids. But if I tell her to let's go train, and she don't train, but then next thing you know, she see me training other kids, she get her ass out there. She don't want me to give my time to nobody else. But so what I learned was this: if I want her ass out there, I better get some more kids over here to start training. Cause she gonna come then, goddamn.
Whatever the motivation, we get it.
Whatever makes her get out there on that damn thing, I'm gonna do it.
Man, I appreciate you for dropping in on us, man. Is there anything y'all want to say to him or anything before we?
Nah, man,
That's a big thing, dog.
Man,
hey, go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs. What we betting? Let's do one for old time's sake. What we betting? How much you want to bet? What you want to do?
Nigga, you make it light on yourself.
What you trying to do?
You make it light on yourself.
Hey, look, you already know. Scared
money. Pocket money. You make it light on yourself.
Come on, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay, we gonna talk. I'm gonna send you a text.
Hey, yeah, y'all know what that means. He ain't gonna bet me.
He ain't gonna bet you.
Hey,
I was just playing. I was just playing.
nigga, you know I just playing for my niggas on the pod. I was with my niggas. Man, I appreciate y'all letting me get on here with y'all, man. I ain't never been on the podcast a day in my life, man. What podcast this is?
Next2Flex Sports Podcast, man. You can drop it anytime. We gonna bring you back after the Super Bowl. We gonna bring you back
after we win another Super Bowl. Hey, I'm a Super Bowl dad. Hey, I'm gonna be 2 Super Bowls. So you know them women's out there need some good DNA. I'm selling mine for $50,000 a pop, baby.
That's too cheap. Hey, that's too cheap. Up it up a little bit.
Hey, when we win, they're gonna go to 100,000. They better get it now.
There you go.
50,000 a pop. They want their DNA.
That's good. Most dudes get that DNA for free.
Shit, no. Hey, B did. Hey, one thing about that boy right now, he is a player, boy. Hey,
yes, sir.
Back in the day, boy.
Back in his face.
Hey,
back in his face.
Back in the day, they don't know, do they, B?
Nah, they don't know. But listen, we gonna leave that for another podcast.
Well, listen, he trying to get you out of here quick. What I tell you?
Hey, he a real live pretty boy now.
Oh,
listen. We're gonna talk about that later. Listen, we're gonna pull you back Super Bowl. Listen, after the Super Bowl, win or lose, you coming back on here, right?
Win or lose, I'll come back. Hey, ain't no goddamn losing. When I win, I'm gonna be back on them motherfucker. We ain't finna fucking lose, baby. We ain't finna lose.
Okay, give us a score. Give us a score.
I give you the score. 28-10.
Wow.
28-10, Kansas City.
Whoa.
28-10, Kansas City.
Purdy, that's all. You don't think Purdy gonna get 2 touchdowns in there?
Purdy gonna get 200 yards, probably passing the ball, but he ain't scoring no damn ball. Did Lamar get 2 touchdowns?
Watch out now.
Okay.
Did Lamar get 2 touchdowns? Hey, in Spagnolia we trust. Look who is Spagnolia.
Mm-hmm.
In Spagnolia we trust, baby. You looking at the best defensive coordinator in the game, baby. You see what he did, baby. You think he ain't finna make goddamn Brock Purdy purr on himself?
Purr himself.
It sound good, didn't it? Purge that nigga, man. Man, we finna purge that nigga, man. That nigga ain't gonna be able to stand up against in the game, man. Them boys some real thugs out there, them Kansas City boys, man.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, don't duck me. I'm gonna pull you up after the Super Bowl.
Duck you.
Hey, look, I knew that was gonna get you. Listen, you gotta come back, man. So I love
man, why wouldn't I come back, man? Come on, man.
I want you to talk a little bit about your story, man. Like your story is really defy the odds.
No. We ain't gonna never do that. That shit over with.
we ain't gonna get deep into that. I'm just talking about.
We ain't gotta talk about that anymore. I got kids. I got 2 kids that God gave me to show you what.
I'm talking about your football. I'm talking about the football, dog.
Man, that shit, man. I ain't making to no damn league, man. I'm a dad. If I would have went to the league, I ain't got shit to talk about that football shit. Hey, my kids made it. I'm trying to get my kids in the game, baby. Give a damn about. Hey, you can bring me back on Next2Flex. Huh?
And how much you selling the DNA for?
$50,000 a pot right now. When we win again, I'm going to 100,000. Hey, championship DNA, guaranteed to give you some big ass kids, successful girl or boy. I got the proof in the pudding.
Go ahead, save up, Bezel. Go ahead, save your money up, Bezel.
Hey, listen.
No, hell no. It's for the girls. It's for the girl. It's for the girl.
Omar said, yeah, he got something.
Hey, I should have had more kids. I should have been on the bit talking about my 12 kids that I ain't have.
It ain't too late, man. It ain't too late to have some more.
I got to find me a good incubator. I got to find me a good incubator to put that shit in, man. These motherfuckers out here crazy now. Hey, you buy a bitch a bag, she say she love you.
Should have had him on for the Shaq conversation.
All right.
Hey, you buy a bitch a bag, you sleep with her the whole weekend. I forget about her ass on Monday.
Hey, ask him the question what Shaq said. Ask him the question. Ask him about the Shaq situation. Ask him his take on it.
What Shaq do?
Shaq said you should never open up to women because they'll just throw it back in your face.
They definitely will. Don't tell them bitches shit. No, I'm for real. They will. Look. I'm gonna tell you what he meant by that, so y'all can think about what I'm saying. This was exactly what he meant by that. You get with a bitch, you know, they call it pillow talking. But you be done sitting there and told a bitch something you did, but soon you make that bitch mad, she done told everybody what you told her. I mean, soon as you make her mad, like she telling her best friend, everybody else, all that. Like these bitches out here still trying to get what they can get from her. My bad thing to y'all, make sure you can get something from their ass.
Okay.
And that for real, man. And for real, it's in this new age, man. The new age, that a bitch will sleep with you, she don't even like you.
Yes.
This is same.
She'll sleep with you because she'll sleep with you because she don't like your girl.
A bitch, your girl will sleep with you and she really don't even want to be your damn girl. You see what I'm saying? You sitting there with a woman you think love you, that motherfucker don't love you. She just don't want you to do better than her. Man, that shit like that. That's what Shaq meant, man. Shaq was with the motherfucker he was with that girl Hoops, wasn't he? With Flavor of Love. Why he ain't with her? We thought she was cool as hell on that show.
She was.
Oh yeah.
On that show, she was cool.
Yeah.
But she must have did something if she had Shaq. That bitch trying to make a Tubi movie now. That bitch trying to be on Tubi, goddamn.
Tubi.
That bitch trying to be a Tubi movie. Next2Flex, baby.
All right, well, look, we got you, man. We're gonna pull you back in here after the Super Bowl, man. I'm gonna catch up with you, man. I'm gonna talk to you about some shit, man.
All right, that's what it is, man. Nice to meet y'all, man. Y'all, hey, y'all tell every dad out there, man, if the kids got a game, whether it's a boy or girl, because now they got that NIL deal, name, image, and likeness. You can get money coming out of high school.
Yep.
Name, image, and likeness. And right now, in college, girl basketball making more money than even Deion Sanders' son.
Yeah, they getting paid, man.
Angel Reese making millions. Caitlin Clark making millions.
Yep.
Hey, the girl from USC, Juju, she making millions.
USC.
She making millions. You got another girl from Notre Dame making millions, a freshman making millions. The damn girl from Wiley from South Carolina, freshman, making millions already.
There's a girl in DC for Superbowl France making some thousands right now. She in high school.
What school that is?
Superbowl France, like #1 ranked women's girls team, right, Omar?
Yeah.
Is it high school?
Come on, high school. Yeah, she making money.
Okay, yeah. So guess what she going to college at?
Don't know yet.
You ain't said yet.
NIL, baby. Name, image, and likeness. But she can go anywhere. She finna be paid then.
Yeah, she going anywhere.
What's her name?
What's her name, Omar?
I forget, man.
What school it is again? I'll look it up.
Superbowl France.
City to Old France. And y'all in
Sidwell.
Baltimore?
Now we're in DC. SIDWELL.
Okay, I got, and you know what? I got people in DC. My nigga, I got a nigga named Stowe in DC. He sells shoes. I be getting my shoes from him.
Okay.
When I come up there, be you in DC, I'm gonna hit y'all up when I get up there. I'm gonna show y'all. We're gonna go out to eat on me. I'm gonna take y'all out to eat on me. When I get up there, I'm gonna show y'all something.
Yeah, cocksucker. We need to go out. You got that. I'm pretty sure you owe me something.
Nigga,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey, look, we gonna catch you on the next one, man. We about to Puma. We gonna catch you on the next one. We gotta go to the next segment. I love you, bro.
Hey,
listen.
Wait, hey, I'm finna get your ass there, boy.
Listen. We gonna catch you on the next one, all right? All right.
Okay. I'm gonna take you on this one in first one. In person. We're gonna do this shit in person. Hey, you know Erica Banks died, don't you?
Yeah, I know she died, man. That hurt me.
It's crazy. All right.
Kendall Dudley, that's her name.
Kendall Dudley.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
All right. Hey, next to Flex. Hey, next time I'll put my son on thing with y'all.
All right, bet it up. Let's do it.
Hey, Super Bowl champion. He'll be on here with y'all. He'll be up here soon the game or watch his sister.
No problem, man.
Next to Flex, man. I appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love for real.
Definitely.
Congratulations.
All right,
man.
B. All right.
Hey, someone highlight that last comment, yo, please. Put that up, please. The last comment. That's just funny.
What the show that never ended?
The last comment, some Jeff put up on the chat.
What is that?
I don't see it. Oh, he's.
I got it. Hold up. There you go.
I got
it. Every breath. Yo.
Hey, listen. That dude, like, man, we go back, but I'm gonna tell you on some real shit. Like, his story is like crazy, and it's one of the most inspirational stories you will ever hear. And but he don't want to put it out there. We're talking
his business, totally.
Yeah, dog. But man, I appreciate y'all. Go ahead, you got the floor back. Oh, my bad, man. I just wanted to.
Well, that's a wrap, man. I wanted to talk more about him calling you a pretty boy, but we'll say that for another time.
Back in the day. I had my little thing. I had my little don't play me like that, man. I had my little run back in the day, man. Don't play me like that. But anyway, y'all stay on. When we end that, y'all stay on real quick. All right. Well then, y'all know where to find me. I'm BZL, Mr. Hot Take. Takes haven't been so hot lately, but yeah. You catch me after the Super Bowl with these guys right here, man. Couldn't be on the show with a better group of guys, man.
All right. Peace out.
We out.
All right. Y'all stay on.